Hi guys, welcome to Titans of Tabletop. We're back with episode 2 of the quest log, The Crazed Miners. Hey guys, welcome back to Titans of Tabletop. I am DM Dan, and today we're doing the quest log, DM's quest log, The Crazed Miners. If you remember with the first episode, and I apologize for the lighting of that episode, that was completely my fault, but it's okay. We'll improve. We're learning. We'll get past that. But the last episode was the Bitter Isola. We talked about the killer in town leaving dead flowers in the victims' mouths. After completing that quest, they had asked around for more rumors. And another rumor was that the Miners Guild had needed some help with one of their mines. I believe it was the limestone mine. They had been digging in. They dug a little too deep, as usually is most case with mines. Something they had uncovered some sort of shrine area, and it is causing the miners to lose their minds and become very aggressive and attacking anybody who was not affected. So they sealed off the mine. They were asking for adventurers to come in and deal with the problem. So that is what our today's episode is going to be on. I set up here, I don't know if you guys can see it very well, I set up basically the end game area here to show you guys what it looks like. But they started off by going to the Miners Guild, and when they walked in, they asked what they saw, and I told them that, there was a reception type area, desk of people who were coming in to, either do the quest for them or to either, join the Miners Guild. There was that little area, and then there was another area where just a miner was in, just looking like he was down on his luck. So when we walked in, one of my players, Eamon, he went up straight to the reception desk, started asking questions. Kevin, who's usually with me, he's not here today. Hi, Kev. He decided to go to the miner, the actual miner. Or maybe it was vice versa, but it doesn't really matter. Basically, I had it so in my game, I use from the DMG. They have a in the back optional rule setting, and they have honor and sanity as optional rules. So I give that to my players as like a stat, an additional stat along with like the strength and dex. Now they have honor and sanity. So this was an opportunity to use the honor. They talked to the Miners Guild guy, and the Miners Guild guy wants them to coming in here and wipe these miners out, just completely take them out, and make it hush hush and all that kind of stuff. And the miner pleaded with them, saying that he has friends in here. He wants them saved. We're all people and such and so forth. And so this is good to do for your players sometimes. You got to give them the option. See, now they have option A, where it's clear out the entire mine, and they'll get paid a hefty sum for doing so. And they're only level 1 still at this point, so clearing it out, you get a lot of experience from the encounters. You would get a lot of reward for doing so for the Miners Guild, and you'd get some notoriety with them as well. Where on the other hand, the miner I believe he only had like 5 copper to give these guys. So, and there was nothing else he could offer. He just, just needed help. So it was, the group was a little split at first, but they all leaned more towards the good side. So because they chose that, I gave them, boost to their honor and such. And if you guys want to know more about the honor and sanity that I do, and how I work it in my game, let me know in the comments below, and I will do a video on that. Alright? But they decided to go the good route. They wanted to try to save these miners. And in my game, a lot of times what I like to do is do things random. So when they asked how many miners, they asked the Miners Guild guy, how many miners are in this mine? I decided, well, I'm just going to roll with D100. D100 seems fair enough for the amount of miners. But I rolled like a 66. So it's like, oh crap, now they got to do it 66 miners. But on the other hand, some of them could be dead. It doesn't mean they have to fight all 66. Which, in fact, my players did not. They wanted to save these miners, so through a series of so many stealth checks, I couldn't believe that they made it through. It just blew me away. Because I had a lot of miners leading up to this open cavern that they just stealthily went through. They had passed without a trace on, made all their stealth checks surprisingly, no crit ones or anything terribly low. So they make it past all the miners and they enter up through here, if you can see it well. And they came up through here doing various more stealth checks to get up to this next level here. And each one of these levels that I have on this board, and I'll do a video pass through at the end, but each area that has the highlight on the edge is the next level up, and I had told them that it's 15 feet each level. So they made various checks to climb and jump. Some of them did, and things of that nature to get up here. This area, I told them that there was a series of ladders. Though I didn't put any ladders, craft made ladders down because the levels, in reality are, they're only like this. So if I put a big ladder there, it would have looked a little off. So I just told them that there's ladders here. They made it up to this top part, mostly stealthing, well, all the way up to this point. Now at this point it was getting a little tight along this top walkway. And they did a perception and they saw that there was like some sort of little shrine area here with a big orb on it. And there were 2 spined devils. And if you guys want to see info on the spine devils, let me know as well in the comments. Eventually we will be getting to the monster manual in DM's corner and letting you guys, see all the monsters and what we think of them and how we use them. So they had 2 spine devils here. And they're not terribly hard, but this is a good thing because they're not terribly hard. But if you add a spine devil in a low level encounter, the players will be like, ooh, ah, because it's not a general bandit. It's not something like this. It's actually like they kind of put more importance on that out of this world enemy. They, with the miners though that were along this area, they subdued them. They said, hey, I hit them with the back of the hilt and, kicked them off to the next level. So they want to kick them down off the levels and kind of incapacitate them without killing them. And they did so. They did so successfully. Except one miner, Anthony, if you remember, in our Dwarves video, and he's not here either today. Hi, Anthony. he actually kicked, and this is a situation where natural 20 might be a bad thing. He got a natural 20 on his kick, and that means he's kicking this guy far. And I told him, I was like, well, you're kicking him far. He's going down all the levels because you're kicking him so. And he even ended up falling into this river. So he didn't die on the fall, but he became unconscious and fell into the river and was subsequently drowning. And they ended up saving him. They ended up pulling him out. That was interesting, though. So they kept going, doing the same routine, kicking them off, while not alerting the Spine Devils. And when they get to this middle part, the character Eamon is playing as did a minor illusion over here of a random yell, I believe it was. And he tricked one out of the two Spine Devils. So one of the two came over here to check out the yelling and see what the heck was going on. Now, while the other one stayed here, Eamon came across. He made it across this broken bridge with some acrobatics checks. Made it across, and he grappled. He grappled the Spine Devil's wings, which kind of caught me off guard. I didn't really expect that. He wanted to grapple his wings, and he went like this over the edge and kind of pushed face down on the Spine Devil, so the Spine Devil would smack, and he'd be on top of the Spine Devil, causing extra damage. Worked really well. I mean, like I said, these guys aren't that hard. He passed the grapple checks, the strength checks. He passed the Spine Devil failed his checks. So got him down there. I think he got him down to, just from the fall alone, got him down to like 2 hit points. And it was just a matter of, cutting him, and he was done. That he did that before the other Spine Devil even came back. So he climbs up to the orb, and when the other Spine Devil came back, he tried to do the same thing. Grab the wings, but this one passed his checks, and he couldn't quite do it. He wanted to capture this one to interrogate him on what the orb was. But he failed that, so they had to end up killing him. And so they go after the orb now, that's causing all this chaos. Now remember, they chose the good honor system, where they were going to, save the miners, not hurt any of the miners, and destroy this orb that was causing this. Whatever was causing it, destroy it. And they found out it was this orb. So Eamon picks it up, and this is a time where I'd use the Sanity, because it's an orb of Asmodeus, and in my game I have Asmodeus is trying to rise once again into our world. In my storyline, he already rose about 800 years prior, when he created the Tieflings. So now these are artifacts, per se, that have been blessed, or cursed rather, from Asmodeus the last time he was here, and so they're going to play a part in bringing him back. Their main quest now is going to be to find these artifacts. Not to say that they won't have other side quests and main quests along the line, but that is the main quest they're going to be focusing on at this time. But this quest with the Crazed Miners, you don't have to make it an Asmodeus artifact. It can be anything uncovered in this mine that just makes these miners go crazy. And it doesn't mean they're particularly bad, these miners. It just means that, they're infected in a sort of way by this madness. And your players are tasked to destroy the object. Now, like I said, my players took the object. They made it all the way out without saying or getting caught. Told the Miners Guild we'll be back, but they did not they did not come back. They just said we'll be back, and I was kind of like, whoa, guys, like, what about the mine? Like, there's still all these innocent. So they chose to go the good route, but then didn't follow it through, even after all the impressive stealths. They just took the artifact and subsequently later on got it stolen from them. But they made it out of the mines without any encounters. So if you guys run something like this, let me know. Do your players sneak past the miners to allow them to live? Or do they have something else up their sleeve? Let me know in the comments below. I really want to hear how you guys tweak these and work them for yourselves. Because, sharing ideas is just what this is about. I believe that's it. They escaped from the mines. Took the orb, got it stolen later on, but that is the Crazed Miners, yeah, I am DM Dan. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me so far. It's been more than I originally thought, so I am pretty happy, and I'm going to be trying to improve these videos even more for you guys, and the content and everything involving these videos. So stay tuned. There's going to be a lot more to come in the future. So again, I'm DM Dan, and I'll see you next time. So here's a close-up of the cavern. Here's a full view. Okay, so the characters came in through here, as I was saying. They worked their way up here through stealth checks, hopped up this area, and then here's where I said I told them that there was some ladders. They came up here. Here's where they started kicking the miners off and working their way over. Here's the broken bridge. They made the acrobatics to get over. And there's the orb right there where the two spine devils were waiting. They had to jump across that area too to get to that. Alright guys, so once again, please like, share, and subscribe if you like these videos. And let me know what I could do different for you guys, or what I can add for you guys. What do you guys want to see? Let me know in the comments below. Alright, signing off. See you later.